All right, guys. It's episode 10. We made it. Back.
10?
I know.
Already?
Yeah, bro. Episode 10 already. We in double digits. Um,
I mean,
So-
it should technically be what?
12.
And 11. Yeah, 12. Yeah.
Whoa.
We have skipped 2 weeks. That is
Yeah.
what I was fixing to bring up.
That's fault.
Yeah, we're going to blame it all on Ferno, even though the first week was due to some medical issues on my end, but it's Ferno's fault anyways. And last week, Ferno did go off on vacation. We were going to do the podcast, but, me, Baker, and Switch came to the conclusion that, it just wouldn't feel right to do without him. So, we pushed it back another week, and here we are, 2 weeks later. I hope y'all didn't miss us too much. So, y'all ready to be back, guys?
Oh, yeah.
I-
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what we're going to talk about other than, Fevno.
Yeah, I was
Well,
gonna say. I
Fevno's-
mean,
we're just here right now. Just Fevno's going to do all the talking.
Yeah, this
Yes.
podcast is totally on Fevno today. Totally.
Yeah.
Sponsored by Fevno.
So,
Spirit Airlines.
a balloon today.
Oh, you saw a balloon? What color was it?
Spirit
It
Airlines.
was a little pink heart balloon.
Oh,
Pink
that's
heart
cute.
balloon. Oh, it's shabab.
Is it your birthday?
No,
Hey, I do want to give a shout out. Today is my mother's birthday. Happy birthday,
Oh,
Mama.
Happy birthday,
Happy
mother.
Happy 21st.
Happy birthday, mother.
Yeah, today is her birthday. Did you mention that?
Happy 21st.
Ferno ain't lucky enough to celebrate a birthday with my mama, so
I am
she's
not.
20. She is 21 and counting, or
Yeah.
21 and holding, should I say? 21 and holding.
Right.
I had a old teacher a long time ago. He was an older gentleman. He was probably like 70 years old back then. His name was Coach Hall, and that's what he used to say. He was like I'm 55 and holding.
I
Yeah,
knew someone who decided to go backwards.
Backwards. So I don't know about
Yeah.
backwards.
It was kind of weird.
Yeah, that Benjamin's Buttons disease. I don't know about all that. But yeah, today's podcast is mostly going to be about Ferno and his vacation.
Sponsored,
Oh.
produced, and
Spirit Airlines.
yeah.
So, follow my Twitch, twitch.tv/FebnoLive.
All right, we ain't giving free shout-outs around here. That one's going to cost you $5.
Yeah, we're gonna have to clip that one out.
Each.
Yeah, I'm gonna snip that out before it gets put on YouTube. Yeah, bro, $5 each. What the heck? What we look like?
Oh,
But no, it was New York that you went to, right, Ferno?
yes.
All right, well, go ahead and tell us
I just had
about
to
your.
think about it.
Yeah, he had to think about it. See, I'm thinking he didn't really go on vacation.
He's just been chilling at home.
I'm
I
thinking
had
he
some
lied to us.
photos. I had some photos I was gonna show.
Yeah, but you could Photoshop. Well, you probably can't Photoshop, but
Yeah, I don't even know how to open up Photoshop.
yeah. So
Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
yeah, we're gonna go ahead and pass the.
Overestimate me.
Yeah, well, trust me, we don't overestimate you. We're gonna pass the mic off to you though, and let you go ahead and explain exactly what you did. That you claim you went on vacation.
Okay. So, truly, guys, we don't have a topic for today, so we're gonna leave it up to me.
Yeah.
So I went to
No,
New
we
York.
Yeah, we already planned. This was our topic.
I went.
All right,
I went
Sleepy.
to New York City, and I saw some buildings.
I saw you hanging out with Brad Pitt.
And Johnny
Yeah,
Depp.
I met Brad Pitt and John. Wait, how did you see? Oh, must
Yeah,
have-
what do you
I'm stalking you, man. I saw you on my satellite.
mean?
I met Johnny Depp. You know all that good stuff. We're good
Did,
friends now.
Amber
I go
Heard-
to his house.
Poop on you?
No. I was able to run away. So,
Did she go shit in your hotel bed?
Because he's not of age.
I don't think she
I'd
cares.
stop her.
Yeah, I don't think she cares.
As long as it happens in
Um,
Texas, he's legal.
Yeah, right.
so, like, I went on the subway. I walked
How-
around a couple blocks.
How was the subway? Did you get a sandwich?
I didn't know Subways became portable.
Was it a fresh sandwich?
Yeah. I walked through Harlem 30 times
And you didn't
unharmed.
get beat up looking the way you do.
No.
God, bro.
I was wearing a
He
ski mask.
was talking about the Harlem
Oh.
Globetrotters. He wasn't talking about the place.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I walked through Harlem.
I'd have still beat him up.
They just balled on him.
Bounced the basketball off his head.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like there was a dude following me, but I turned around, he saw how ugly I was, so he just walked away.
Yeah, I don't blame him.
I went to uh you know where all those buildings are?
Bro,
Oh, yeah, New York?
I know
Yeah,
exactly what you're talking about.
I've been there twice.
It's like
Tuesday.
Town Central, Times Square.
Time.
okay.
I went over to Times Square, right?
He went to where everybody takes pictures of like
Yeah, you know where those red steps are in that one Spider-Man movie?
the Daily
Sure.
over here.
Yeah. So I went to like a Disney store and I bought me a lightsaber.
Oh,
All right,
nice.
all right, all
I
right.
bought
All right.
me a two.
If you wanted to go to Disney store, why didn't you just go to Florida? You could have went to Disney World.
I'm going to Florida in August.
So in August,
Yeah.
guys, remember
August.
2 months. 2 weeks. We're
Okay.
not gonna have a podcast. Blame it on Ferno again.
I'm gonna say
Should be a
Chris,
hashtag.
if I was, the thing is I don't know how it's gonna work out, but I probably end up being in Cali by the end of the year. But if I wasn't, it's probably gonna be Florida again because I do want to go back to Universal. But I
Bro,
normally do take a trip at the end of the year to like some out of state place just to, you know, do shit.
I went to Disney World. Quite a few years ago now. Probably about 10+ years. It's been, and
I
dude,
went
that
to-
was fun.
I went to Six Flags.
I went to say, bro, look, okay, so you say that. See, we used to have a Six Flags down here around like the Chalmette area, and every year my dad and all would get us, year passes. So anytime, and because we was always going on like little mini vacations to New Orleans because my daddy was a member with Wyndham Hotel, so we would get points to use on rooms and stuff like that. So when he had extra points or whatever, we would just go to New
That's what I do
Orleans.
with my bank card.
Yeah, so we would go to New Orleans and stuff like that, and we'll go to like the IMAX, the aquarium, and things like that. Walk around New Orleans, you know. And when we was younger, we would go to Six Flags. And then you know how sad it is. I pass by there for work sometimes. You know how sad it is to see that place now. Because after Hurricane Katrina, they never rebuilt it, so it just all
Oh
went.
man.
Oh man, it's rough. You
That's
you drive
tough.
past there, it's
It's a
pretty
good thing
bad.
nothing happens to our Six Flags.
An interesting fact. My family used to own the property there in Texas that Six Flags sits on. So we used to get season passes every year.
See, that would have been awesome. I wish my family owned something like that.
Hey, I got season
Oh.
passes every year, and my friend like worked there every year, and he would like give us like free food from the concession stand and drinks, and we just hang out the entire day there and get free food and not have to worry about it. That shit would add up. That shit could get
I've been to
expensive.
Six Flags so many times I got burnt out.
See, I don't think I
same.
could. I don't think I could ever get burnt out of something like that.
It's not hard.
I got burned at a Slitter Ball.
Yeah. Especially when you get tired of waiting in lines all the time.
Right?
Yeah, so you get the little fast pass things.
When you get flash pass, yeah.
Yeah.
When you go as often as with you, like you don't sit there and pay $55 a day for you to cut in front of people.
Yeah,
Sure,
well, I mean,
Adams.
we didn't get all that either. I mean, we still had to stand in the lines, but there is that option.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I'm not gonna spend a day doing that. I just, I know the times to be there and stuff. I mean, it didn't really matter because I took my friend to work, and that's why we would be there. So
Fair enough. Then you just mooch food off of them the rest of the day.
yeah, and
I would
then
just spend time
yeah,
around the concession stands. I'm a fat kid. I'd sit there and eat.
and
all
then
day.
and then he gets off, and we go and enjoy the park more, and then go home. Like You know, like
There's only one place in Six Flags I never ate at. They called it the Upchuck Wagon, and it was right under. I don't remember what it was called, but it was that pole that you sat around it, and it'd go up, and then it'd drop you down using the gravity, force of gravity.
I think
And
it called. Well, some of them it depends on where they're at. They all got different names. Some of them are called the
Mm.
Rockets. Some of them it just depends.
I want to say it was called the Superman, but I don't know.
Yeah, I've been to
But
so many amusement parks that it's like I wouldn't even be able to count. And
yeah, I was
I
trying to
can
think.
never get tired of amusement parks. 23 years old, not act like a kid, guarantee it.
wait until you're 32.
Yeah, I was gonna say you
I
are.
don't like
A kid.
amusement parks.
You know what? Both of y'all could suck it. Ferno, how old are you?
Huh?
How old are you, Ferno?
15.
All right. I hope y'all feel a little bit older now. I know I do.
Already so.
I know I do. Every time he
We
says that,
accepted. We accepted that we're old.
I'm not accepting it. I'm only 23. I'm still young. Even though my daddy tells me every day that I need to give him a grandbaby.
How do you think I get so like? I think my siblings they got kids. Everybody else got kids. I'm the only
Hey,
one with
Leak.
no kids.
My
The
sister's
two
got
oldest,
two of them.
the two oldest cousins, like male female. Like my cousin, she's older than me by like a year. Um, she's the oldest female, and I'm the oldest male in the family. Uh, we don't have kids. She doesn't really want kids. Like she's okay. Like oh, they're so cute, and then as soon as they start crying, you know.
She's like,
So
oh no. See, that's the best part about being a nanny or a parent or babysitting or whatever, because you could always give them back to the parents. Once they start doing all that, you can always give them back. When you're a parent, that's when they all start coming back to you, and that's when, I don't know about all that.
I found being around children is the perfect birth control.
Yeah, but that's just because you don't like kids.
True.
yeah, I was gonna say I'm fine with the four that I don't have.
No,
That's hectic. Like honestly, like even though like normally I'm on the phone and stuff, but when it's like I hear it in my head still. So like the chaos that I hear on the phone, even though I'm not on the phone, I'm on the phone so much that right now, like even in my, you can hear the chaos of them screaming and playing
you're,
and
you're just sitting there imagining it's engraved into your mind now, into your subconscious.
it's like PTSD already. But like no, I mean, like even like now it's too quiet for me. You know, I've already gotten used to all the noise. So,
Uh,
but Switch over here, I know he's completely fine on not having kids.
yeah, so it's say he don't want to have nothing to do with them little crouch goblins, and that's putting it
he's
nicely.
he's like, I just want to have the fun of trying to make them, not actually having them.
Yeah, that's what it all boils down to. It's cool. Look, having kids isn't for everybody. There's a lot of people out there that don't want to have kids.
Yeah, and that's okay. You do you.
Yeah, that's perfectly fine. Me personally, I want about 17 of them things.
I was
Go
gonna
for it,
say like
bro.
I was gonna say like I'd adopt and you know do extra shit. Like I would take in more kids. Like, but I'd make sure I'm financially capable first. Like that's one of the biggest things. And
I
I mean,
need
we're already.
I need 52 kids, all boys.
Would it be?
Okay, guys, Switch is having a little bit of a problem here. So,
We're having technical difficulties on the Switchy Works.
yeah, but we're all good.
Alrighty. Well, as soon as what kind of did he tell you what's going on?
He told us what's going on. He said power went out. Starting PC will be back.
Well,
Okay. So what we're
Uh,
gonna do is we're gonna put this on hold for just a second. All right, guys, we're back after the technical difficulties. Switch had a little power outage, but it's back up and running. We good to go. Hopefully, it stays that way.
Yeah,
Um,
hopefully.
I suck if it wouldn't. It's a good thing that, like you said, it just blinked off and then came back on.
Yeah, it was out for about an hour and a half, 2 hours earlier this morning.
Yeah, see, my power apparently went out some point in time today too, while I was at work. Because when I came home, my alarm clock was flashing, and wasn't set to the right time. So apparently, my power went out at some point today too.
I know my power goes out because this rope light, like turns red.
Oh,
Like
it's
that's
got
the
like a reset feature.
yeah. That's how I know. So like it turns red as soon as and my lights will turn on and like you know.
Yes.
So, but that's the only way. Like other than that, everything resets fast enough to where it doesn't even feel like it went out.
Yes. I
Internet
mean,
does,
the only reason why I know is because of my alarm clock. That's the only thing that tells me that the power went out. Other than that, my lights stay the same color, and my computer is off anyways. So it's just
but
when it's flashing whenever I come home, I know the power went out.
but
But
Switch. We were kind of just discussing. You've been here a while, right? Like you've been around a while.
Like on this
Uh,
earth? Yeah, I've been about 32 years.
he meant around us.
Yeah, oh yeah,
uh,
yeah. I'm
yeah.
probably one of the newer members of the Travis Society, but yeah, I've been around.
It's just I was just saying because we were discussing like kind of how far we've made it from you know just a couple years back where we were messing around, not taking this as serious, or you know,
Right.
and so I just wanted
Yeah, we was
it's,
talking about kind of reminiscing on where we started.
yeah, from a Xbox One to a whole ass PC build, like
Yeah, how I went from the transition of where everything was in the room, and you know, I think I really started taking it seriously whenever I hit affiliate on Twitch. It's probably whenever I really, because I never expected it.
yeah.
I
I
mean,
mean, and I'm glad one of us, because it's I mean it's crazy too. It just shows that as you have a good personality, good character, people want to stick around and watch.
yeah,
Uh, and I don't know, someone like Fern. I mean, I understand, but Ferno don't be consistent, doesn't be talking, don't even show his face, you know,
Or
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 bro, how many times has we offered to send you a camera?
yep,
like
parts.
once.
No, no,
I've
no.
offered it to you more than once, just myself.
Yeah, and I've said the same thing. I have an extra one that you know. I'll package this one, send you 1080, and I'll open a 4K. Unless you want a 4K, then
I mean, I don't have another 4K or a
4K.
1080, but I have the one that I
I would
originally started with.
I would need to buy a new PC too.
Why would you need a new PC?
My PC doesn't run cameras.
How does
Oh,
it not run a camera?
It just doesn't connect the camera.
You plug
you
it
can
in
plug your phone in,
USB.
right?
Eh, Uh, uh, uh,
How do you think a
Bruno's going through a
camera?
tunnel.
How do you
Yeah, he's trying to get at it, Ferno.
yeah? How
No,
do you think a
so
camera
my
connects to a
my
PC?
PC through USB, but the USB doesn't work.
I don't believe you.
The only USB ports I have are music.
There is
buy,
most
yeah,
definitely things that you could buy that allows you to take one USB port and turn it into 4 USB ports or
But
5 or
what,
Yeah.
6, however many you want to. You can turn it into. Look,
There's
there you go.
also
There's an
places
example
you
right
can
there.
take your PC to get
but
him.
what was the sixth word in the thing you just said, Travis?
What about it?
Buying.
Okay, look. If I'm willing to send you a camera,
Something if I'm poor.
if I'm willing to send you a camera, you think I'm not willing to send you one of those too?
I don't need this. That's
No,
why
yeah, Beaker's got all of his stuff set up. He's holding one in his hand right now. He offered to send you a camera, and he could send you that, all in the same box.
I have 4 USB ports still left.
Yeah, I still got like 6 of them.
Yeah.
I think I
So,
got one.
yeah, Switch even still got an extra USB port.
And I'm using wired keyboard and mouse.
Yeah, me too.
I'm using wired keyboard. But also, I have my controller plugged in, headphones plugged in with the, you know,
Well, my
box.
controller plugs in with the C-type cable, so that one doesn't even count.
I got one of those too.
Your controller plugs in with the
I got
C-type.
I got a
On
C-type
both ends?
plug. Yeah, I got a C-type
Oh,
plug
okay.
on the back of my computer, and I have it on my controller. So actually, the
I have
same.
one too. Actually, I do have one. I didn't think about that though. I didn't think about getting a.
Yeah, so the same wire that I use to charge my phone whenever I want to play something on controller, I just unplug it from my brick and I plug it into my computer. It's literally that simple. Because for some reason the other USB to C type that I have doesn't work. I think it's just because it's a crappy cable.
Yeah, I don't know. I just have these two up front, two USBs up front, two headphone jack ports up front, and then like 6 USBs in the back. So I mean,
Yeah, so you got about
I got
the same that I
yeah,
got then.
yeah, and I got 4 HDMI ports. Um, I just I don't use everything, but I need better wire management. I'll tell you that. I don't even
Yeah.
have that many wires, but I mean my stuff's zipped. Like it's against. It just looks like a mess from the back side of the. Because it takes a little bit to get to where it's all
Yeah, see if you
nice
block
and
out
neat.
this section right here that you can't see because it's off a camera, because I'm smart
Yeah,
at least.
yeah,
That's all wires. All wires. My wire
yeah,
management sucks because I have my computer suspended in the air right here on a
yeah,
shelf. So
yeah. I just zip tied them all together, and that was it.
I used
I hate all my
a
wires
tie
behind my
wrap,
TV.
uh, twist tie. That's what I meant to say.
Huh?
I use a twist tie. All mines are held together by a twist tie.
No, I just wanted something with a little more, you know,
Yeah.
strength behind.
Hey, look, I know there got some people out there that are like so particular about their wire management.
As long as it's not in the way, it's not looking like shit. I'm okay with it. But
As long as mine's just out of the way, I don't care what it looks like.
Right.
yeah,
It's
I mean,
it's off camera, so nobody on the live streams can see it, and the YouTube videos can't see it. So it's
yeah,
off
I mean,
camera. If somebody walks in my room, oh well. You don't like it, don't look at it. Look the other way. Look at the wall over there.
yeah. See, mine's all behind my desk, and like behind my desk is also like my bed, so it's in between. I don't see it. It all goes down, and you know.
I
So
couldn't
I
do
don't.
that. I toss and turn, so I'd probably end up knocking something off the desk, grabbing onto the wire on accident.
I don't know. I mean, I have a king size bed. I mean,
Oh,
and
lucky you.
it just I've had it since I was in like 6th grade.
Yeah, see, the only problem I have with that is my feet probably still hang off the end of a king size bed. So
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I can almost mine kind of, so I can understand it.
I used to have a queen size water bed
Gross.
in my room,
That has
and
to be the most annoying for somebody that tosses and turns.
it was actually I didn't toss and turn as much on
you
it.
got to think, you sink into that sucker like this. There's not much tossing and
Right.
turning that's going to happen in that bed.
I
My
know.
only issue was I barely had walking space because it took up 99% of my room.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know how you feel. Trust me, I know how you feel. I had a very small
I
room,
slept in a
king size
hammock
bed.
for like 2 years. No, probably like 1 year.
I have
Can't do that.
I have a recliner over there. With the like one of those like massage things. So I just throw it on there, and sometimes I'll just be sitting in the recliner, and I'll watch something on my phone, or I'll turn on the TV, and I guess if I feel like hooking up the old Xbox and watching some, I'll just sit there and get a massage while watching a movie and eating some popcorn.
I sit in
And then
this same chair that I'm sitting in right now when I want to watch TV is the same chair that I sit in.
yeah,
Yep.
no, this is when
Same.
I'm only here. This is pretty much my area, and then I have a TV that like faces strictly to that because if I want to watch something, I turn my monitor, completely around,
Yeah.
and I'll watch them. But I mean, really,
Once I got the computer and set it up, I took the TV out of my room and everything's done off of my monitor now. That's
yeah.
what it all balls. All everything's run through my computer and my monitor.
Honestly, for me, the monitor is so smooth and nice that like if I go back to the TV, it doesn't work on my eyes. So it's like it's only when I'm sitting in the recliner. Other than that, I'm on my bed and I'll turn like the monitor and I can just watch it with my headrest like being right here. So like I just turn it and it's like a movie up close on me. And just sit there with popcorn too.
Yeah. See, the only thing is, and I still need to get some external speakers because my monitor doesn't have built-in speakers. So
I
every
just run
time
my
I
headset
watch,
up.
yeah, so every time I watch TV or something like that, it's all goes through the headset, which isn't a bad thing because
But no,
it drowns
it's
out
not.
everything else. But man, if I'm wanting, because I'll turn myself sideways and I'll put my feet up on my bed,
Yeah,
and if I want to like really lean back and lay my head down, it kind of gets annoying trying to do it with the headset. So
yeah.
Yeah.
This part,
yeah,
yeah. Nah, I don't know. I managed to find a way to be comfortable and do it. So it's just
yeah.
I don't
For
know.
the most part, I'm still usually pretty comfortable, but sometimes I like to like really slouch down into my chair. But it's
For me, I just sink into my bed. I have the memory foam mattress topper, so like I don't know. I kind of just sink into it, you know, and then I have my headset like in the pillow. It kind of just sinks into that too. So I don't know. I guess everything's so soft that it's just. But I don't know. I use my monitor for everything.
yeah.
I
Well,
barely.
sometimes I'll like lay across my bed long ways, and I'll take my pillow and I'll set it on the seat of the chair, and I'll put my armrests down because I can adjust them up and down. So I'll put my armrest all the way down and put the pillows on the seat of my chair, and I'll lay across my bed like that, and I'll use my chair and the pillows to prop my head up, and I'll lay there and watch TV like that.
Yeah, I can't like watch TV in a chair. It's like at the movie theaters. I would like probably like change it because when I'm sitting up straight, I always have to move. So when I'm watching a movie, I have to lay down. So sometimes I'll just lay on my floor and move my TV to like to the edge of my desk
Hmm.
and like put a little like controller and like stick it under so where it doesn't fall over, but I can still watch the screen because I'm weird.
Yeah, you're weird. I agree.
Yeah.
Uh,
Oh,
Mm,
most
yeah, I'm
yeah,
definitely.
no.
backwards. Y'all are using monitors for everything. I've got a TV for my computer and a PC monitor for my Xbox.
Why?
I got two Roku TVs for my Xbox and my PC.
Because I do all my TV watching like Netflix and everything like that on the computer because ad blocker.
That blocker. Yeah,
Yeah,
I know.
yeah.
Ever since I've been using that, I don't get off the like. I don't even want to turn off my PC, and I'm like, man, I don't want to leave it running all the time, but I do because like I wake up and I get on, and it's been running all night. Yeah, it goes into sleep mode or whatever, but I feel like that's still not turning it off.
No, it's definitely not turning it off because all of your internals are technically still running. The only
So that's what I'm saying.
thing
It's like,
is your GPU is really the only thing that actually goes to sleep, and
yeah,
that's
so
only to save power,
yeah, and
and
that's it.
that's it. That's all it's for.
I don't. That's why I was like, I don't like that, but I kind of clean, it out necessarily. I smoke in here, obviously, so I I do clean it regularly, so it's
Yeah.
taken care of. I don't allow it to overheat.
Hey, as
Good.
long as it's well taken care of, I mean,
Yeah, no. I go through like a can of air duster a week. Them bitches are costing like $7. Okay, so I'm getting tired of buying them, but I keep one in there, just in case, because I'm always trying to clean it and keep it clean.
yeah,
I'm scared
them
because
them
because I smoke, man.
them
So
cans
it's like,
of condensed compressed air, man. Them suckers are expensive, $8 $9 a can.
Mm.
That's what I'm saying. Like, and I just been getting a cheap one with some low pressure coming out of it. I'm like, man, the ones here, like the next one up is like $13, and I'm like, damn it, man. Yeah,
Well,
Don't they have
the cheapest
like
one here is the like
I'm just,
$9.
at this point. At this point, I'm just gonna buy like a small like pressure, just to you
Air,
know.
he's gonna go buy a whole air compressor just to clean his PC.
No, no, we got like
Just to clean his PC.
you
we
only
have
bet a
three in
couple
the
$100.
garage. No, we have three in the garage. No, we don't need it.
I was
Yeah,
to say, don't they have like one of those refillable, recompressible air things or whatever canisters that you can just refill with like a bike pump?
There might be.
Oh, I don't know.
If you
But
got an
I
air
might have to.
compressor, you could just refill the can of compressed air.
Yeah. I do have one of those.
Yeah, I wouldn't suggest
You
doing
have
it too
compressed air
much,
laying
but
around?
I
I
kind
just
of
know.
want
I just know I need to keep it clean. So
kind
that's
of
what I'm
want to
gonna
see
do.
how much air I can get in there before it explodes.
it's
Not
probably
the
not
PC, the can.
probably not as much as what you
Obviously.
would think. And I guarantee you, if you do it, it'll probably hurt.
Eh,
Yeah, that definitely brings some protection.
Condoms aren't gonna help
eh.
you.
I was gonna say something like that.
It's not what I meant, but okay.
Yeah, well, I mean, hey,
Hey,
call it PPE,
Yeah.
personal protective equipment.
Yeah.
And somebody says bring protection, I always think, okay, bring a condom with me. Never thought about a baseball bat.
I was at a girl's house one time. and she was
Oh wait,
going
hold up.
upstairs to her room.
No way.
no way.
Hold
My
up
friend,
here.
you don't know what that's like.
She was heading up to her room. She said, "You
Well,
got protection?" I said, "Why? What's up there?"
Oh my god.
Eh,
Didn't know I was supposed to bring a sword.
Bro, I remember this really old Vine. It was like, did you bring protection? And this guy busts through a door with a full fucking
eh. He's
medieval
like,
knight
"Wow, what's
armor.
up there?"
Yeah, tell somebody to bring protection, come to your house running up in a whole fucking riot suit. I meant a condom. Oh. Yeah, I don't have one of
One of
those.
those too.
Oh man.
Y'all seen those? I saw an image, a meme image of different condoms. Like McDonald's had one, Burger King. And my favorite one that I saw was Pokemon. And the first thing that ran through my head was "Gotta catch 'em all."
You want to see? I actually have a picture. I think I still got a picture. It would be my favorite one. And Beaker might know the joke behind this one. I don't know if he does or not. Beaker, you remember the joke behind this?
Mm,
Was it
yeah, I
air
think
dip?
so.
It's a fun dip condom.
Oh,
Um, the
The red one.
yeah, the red ones can't be watermelon. Horse can't be strawberry either. Got to be cherry. No. She's gonna watch this. It's gonna be the first podcast of ours that she watches. She's gonna be like, that motherfucker. She'll know who it is, like right away. She'll know right away. I was talking about her. That was a long standing thing. Every time I'd go into the dollar store, I'd take a picture of the packs of Fun Dip and send it to her. Oh man! All right, so let's get back to Ferno and his vacation. His explanation of this stuff was great.
yeah.
So you went to the red steps where all the people take the pictures.
I didn't see any picture of that on that Snapchat.
Yeah,
I
I
saw
only
the
seen
dude.
yeah, I only
I
seen the
didn't
Johnny
take any
Depp and
pictures
Brad
of it.
picture. Why not? If
Yeah,
everybody else takes pictures of it.
Because I'm not everyone else.
Yeah, but I thought you was a follower.
Nope. I'm a stalker.
Oh, technically the same thing, but I mean, You gotta get all technical. So what else did y'all do while y'all was there?
So I bought me a lightsaber, right? And it was a
You
Star
bought a
Wars.
what?
Like,
Oh, lightsaber. Right.
yeah, yeah. So it was a Star Wars.
What kind of lightsaber was it? Was it NeoPixel or something else?
It was a Galaxy's Edge Temple Guard lightsaber pike.
Bike.
Pike.
Oh, pike. Gotcha.
It's double ended, and I can break it apart and use it like one handed, or I
Like
can
Darth
use it.
Maul's.
Yeah. And I don't know if you watched the one with Rey where she turns evil and her thing like
Ray
goes into
who?
2 blades. What?
Ray who?
Palpatine?
Ray Palpatine. Never heard of her.
Yeah, I think so. You
Yeah,
even got me a little stumped on this one.
Rey Palpatine.
Yeah, I don't know her.
The
Never heard
last
of her.
3 episodes were about her.
The last 3 episodes, with Anakin?
Huh?
With Anakin and Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan and
Those were the.
Jar Jar? Those were the last 3 made.
All right, which series are you talking about?
Okay.
You're talking about a series, aren't you?
No.
You're talking about the movies.
Sequels.
Pre-sequels.
Sequels. So there's pre-sequels, which is with
4, 5, and
Anakin.
6.
Yeah, and then there's originals with Luke.
Okay, yeah. 4, 5, and 6.
And then
And 1, 2, and 3. Yeah.
So, anyways, I went over to the Empire State Building.
I think there's a wee bit of confusion here.
I was able to go into Radio Hall, the
What was
biggest
Radio
theater
Hall?
in the world. It could fit the most people. I was able to get a private suite.
Nice.
A little VIP dude. His name was
Not in a
Greg.
strip club, huh?
Yeah.
You went with a dude, huh?
I went over to Chinatown.
Ooh.
I
Did
ate
you
some
Did you
tofu.
eat something while you was there?
I ate some tofu.
get a
Like I
fortune
said.
cookie?
No, they wouldn't give me one. They said I was too
Oh
old.
man, that's where you get the real fortune cookies, Chinatown.
Yeah, I was thinking, like if you went to Chinatown and ate something.
Chinese, which
What?
Chinatown is more China than Chinese. People who've been there will understand.
Hold up, because I need you to just
confused.
back up for a second, because I'm gonna need a little bit of explanation here. Chinatown is more China than Chinese.
Yeah, everyone expected to have like Chinese food and stuff, but it's just compacted Asian people.
Let me ask you
The food
something.
is the same, just like in
How
New York,
many-
but it's just Chinese.
How many stray
decoration.
animals did you see?
I saw this one dude.
Animals.
Yeah.
Animals. We're not talking just
Dogs,
because he
man.
smelt like a dog doesn't mean he was a dog.
Yeah, so animals. I saw this
You-
dude with rabies.
Okay, so
It's
you
from
didn't
a-
see no stray dogs running around?
No.
Yeah.
Then that
I
wasn't
can tell
tofu you was eating.
Right? It was Garfield on your fork. Rat on a stick.
Look, because you say that, but you go into a Chinese restaurant, they got the chicken
first
on
thing
a
I
stick.
grab.
Yeah, the chicken on the stick. I tell everybody the first thing I say every time I see somebody eating that is that's the rats that they shot that morning
Right?
when they walked into the restaurant. They
It's
shot all the
still one of my
fuckers and
go-to.
shut the skewer up their ass.
New York City's got the worst food in the world.
Well, yeah, because you're used to eating food down here where people actually
And
know how to
they
use
use
seasoning.
paper straws. So.
Paper straw. No way.
Paper straws
Every-
wrapped in plastic.
Wrapped in paper. We
Oh.
have to pay for bags. So if we would want to go to the buy, like a 99-cent store,
Like
and
grocery
we
bags?
wanted a little, yeah, we had no, they were like brown bags.
Oh, paper bags. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, so we'd have to buy those for 99 cents. And then so we were to get multiple things, then we had to buy one for $5.
That's extortion.
Yeah.
Hey, I seen
Um,
Walmart's about to start charging for their bags, huh?
Yeah.
That's why Walmart from to go down in the deep.
I actually invested in those $20 thermal bags that they sell,
Mm-hmm.
and you can reuse those and bring them back into the store and kill my butt if they want to think I'm going to be buying bags every time I go in there.
Yeah, but the only problem is, what if you buy more stuff than what you can fit in the bags?
Well, there's a cart that I can carry it out to my dang car to.
Yeah, but then you still got to carry all that
Wouldn't
stuff
you
in
just
by
use the
hand.
cart?
Why
I
would
got
you?
a,
Why would you buy the
I got a
bags
wheelbarrow.
anyways? Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Why would you buy the bags anyways if you're just gonna put them in your car like that?
True.
And eventually, when you get to your house, you just take them out one by one.
Yeah, it's just like going
Yeah.
shop at Sam's. Sam's doesn't give you bags.
Right.
You put all that shit in the cart and you carry it out to your car and you put it all in there like that.
When I get home, I've got a ramp for my grandma and a wheelbarrow wagon that I just haul in and out.
Hey, bro, that's what we used to do. We got a
It
wagon.
works.
We used to just put everything in the wagon and then roll it up to the door and then just assembly
Mhm.
line it in the house and that was even when it was still in bags. This is because we was lazy.
Oh no, we pull the wagon all the way up into the kitchen.
Yeah, well, we didn't pull it all the way up into the kitchen, but our kitchen was right inside of our doors, straight to the right, so it wasn't that big of a deal.
Ours is like in the middle of the house.
Yeah, see, ours when you walked through the front door, the kitchen was right here.
We got a living room and a half dining room.
Yeah, see, ours used to just be a kitchen and then a living room. There was no dining room, and then we had actually moved another trailer in behind it and tore off one of the walls and combined them together, like built a room in the middle. Well, two rooms actually in the middle, and then took the living room wall and there was a bedroom and tore the wall down that separated them, and then built uh, bu- 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 a counter, not a counter, a bar
Oh yeah,
to separate a dining room from a living room.
nice.
And there was because the other trailer that we had got was actually an old office for one of the shipyards,
Oh,
and they were getting rid of it, so it was just uh, two rooms and a little half bathroom, and then a big open area. So we turned my room and my mama's room was actually in that back one, and then we had just the one room left in the original trailer because it only had two rooms, and then one of the rooms that we built we turned into a bedroom.
nice.
Yeah, that trailer's not there no more. It got bulldozed down after this last hurricane.
Rip.
Couldn't move back into it, and well, I mean, I've been living in this place for 3-4 years now. Oh Lord, that's been a while. My mom and them couldn't move back in there, so the company that was across the street tore down the trailers.
Been here for about 12 years now, off and on. I had to move back, but my mom and my grandma lived here for about 12 years.
Yeah, but you moved back to take care of them.
Yeah.
It's respectable.
Like let's say 13 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
I was expecting him to say 15.
Right. I've actually lived here the longest than any other place ever because back when I was a kid, we used to move every year and a half to 2 years.
Well, see,
Both
I
parts.
I lived in my mama's house for 20 years. Then I bought this place, moved in here, and then that was it. That's where I've been living ever since. And then eventually I'm gonna buy something else. Got to
My
keep
mom was an
upgrading.
army brat, and she hadn't really grown out of it until just recently. you, them having to move around every time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she just kept the lifestyle.
I was fixing to say, once you're an adult and you buy your own house, you don't have to move around with your
Mm.
folks anymore. She didn't get the memo, is what it was.
Right?
She didn't
Well, not
realize.
no. My grandma only just recently moved in. Let's see. We moved here in 2010 ish. I finished school, and then
Congratulations.
thank you. Yeah, it was tough. And then I want to say 4 years later, my grandma moved in because my great grandma died, and they were living together down in Texas.
R.P. Granny.
Yeah,
No,
she
it's
lived to
R.I.P.
about
Great Granny.
99. Right?
Great Granny.
Get your shit straight.
Sorry, I'm just.
She died at the age of 99.
Oh, she was almost there. She
Yeah.
almost made it to that magic number.
Right.
Look, I'm gonna put it like that. Was she still able to lift tacos up and eat
Where's
tacos?
it now?
Well, then she's good. If I ever get to the
What?
point in time, if I ever get to the
Was she
point in
still able
time,
to lift up them damn tacos?
if I don't care what age it is, I don't care if it's tomorrow, the day that I can't lift a taco up to my face and eat it, you take me out back.
And
Put
she
me down
had
like the
the
dirty dog
best.
I am.
I got you.
She had the best banana pudding.
Oh, banana pudding. Oh, that's one of my favorites, bro. Banana pudding and cobbler.
Uh,
When it comes
my
to
grandma,
desserts.
great grandma, was the best. Anything she touched, cooking wise, turned out excellent.
That's how my mama and my papa is. Both of them. Mama, she makes, I don't know if y'all know what a sheet cake is.
You kinda,
That
yeah.
shit cake.
A sheet cake.
Uh, don't disrespect them.
That's the my mama makes one of those, and oh my god, that's so good. Cooking wise, she can cook anything, and my papa's the same way. My papa's very particular though. He has to have everything done in a specific way. Everything,
Uh,
not even just cooking. Everything has to be done particularly.
right. My
He's
great
got it.
uncle had his own barbecue sauce that he was very particular about. And he told me the secret recipe one time, or so he thought. He really told my brother, and he asked me if I remembered it. And I was like, because he drank, what was that? I want to say it was like Bush or Keystone,
Hmm.
and that's what it was, because I saw him pouring it in there. So I was like, is it diarrhea beer?
Diarrhea beer.
That's what I call it, because you drink a 30 of that and you're pooping it out the next morning.
That's that cheap beer, man.
Yeah.
No, no, he was more like the. He had to have blue plate mayonnaise. Had to have
Oof.
Evangeline made bread. Couldn't be anything other than that. The bread, if he was bringing it home, if you smashed it, he wasn't eating it.
Oh man, that was
He,
my mom's biggest pet peeve. Don't smash the bread.
yeah, that's how my papa was. Me, bread's bread. If it's smashed or not, it still tastes like bread.
Right?
And I mean, I'm not talking about like, okay, so if you buy a loaf of bread, you sit there and you mash that sucker down flat when it's not supposed to be, that would probably make me mad.
Yeah.
But I mean, if you grab it by the corner and you smush a couple pieces of bread, like the corners of them, I
Yeah.
don't care. It's bread. It's still gonna
It
eat the
still
same.
works.
Yeah. No, not my papa. Nope. Could not smash the bread.
When it comes to sandwiches, I am kind of OCD, so the bread has to be the same orientation.
He's got to make
Like,
sure his bread's not backwards.
well, it's not. So there's a top, and there's the bottom, and then there's sides. Top's got to
Really?
meet up with the other top. You know. You know how it's got the curve and the flat bottom.
Oh, so it should be all kinds of screwed up if they cut his bread completely fucking square, like symmetrically squared. He'd be
Oh yeah.
screwed.
Oh yeah. Well, see, it wouldn't matter because it'd be perfectly square and
Yeah, until you
wouldn't
got
be
to thinking
noticeable.
about it, and you'd be like, I wonder if one side's just a little bit off from the other. And you start going, Then you get a tape measure out and you start measuring everything. See, but the problem is you already done put the sandwich together and now it's too late. You have to eat it like that. You put mayonnaise on one side of your bread or both sides of your bread?
One side.
All right. You're normal.
Doesn't really matter which side.
Well, no, it doesn't matter which side. It's mayonnaise.
Right.
My
Both?
mama,
I,
my
I used to
mama,
put on both sides.
What?
I was gonna say both.
That's too much
Used to.
mayonnaise for me. That's
What do you mean? You just gotta
too much.
balance out
People
the.
eat mayonnaise out of the jar.
You just gotta do.
I used to be able to do that.
I'd be licking the fork or the knife or the butter knife that I'd be.
Yeah. Afterwards, just getting the residue off.
That's too much
Used
mayonnaise.
to.
I just
used
stick
to,
that sick
I'd-
under the sink.
I,
let it lick it off.
Take it and I'd take it and put it on both sides, and then I'd dip the spoon back in there and get me a big old spoon and yeah, not anymore.
Ugh.
What do you mean?
Look. I don't have an issue with mayonnaise, but that is too much. When I put my mayonnaise on, I get my piece of bread. Can I only put it on one side? And
So y'all actually use like mayonnaise, right? Y'all are not like not Miracle Whip or.
Oh God,
no,
I don't want
no.
not Miracle Whip. No, it's
Okay.
got to be real mayo.
Yeah.
When I buy, I'm like my papa when it comes to mayonnaise. When I buy mayonnaise, now if Sporty buys it, Butch, if he buys it, he can buy whatever he want. If I buy mayonnaise, it's Blue Plate.
What's he get? Did he get?
Well,
Does
no,
he get,
he just gets whatever he gets. He just grabs whatever. If it's me, like when it comes to other things like bread and stuff like that, I don't care. But when it comes to my mayonnaise and my barbecue sauce, those are the only two things that I'm particular about. It's got to be Sweet Baby Ray's. It's either got to be Sweet Baby Ray's or Redneck Lipstick. Those are the only two barbecue sauces that I'll eat, and it has to be Blue Plate mayonnaise.
I make my own barbecue sauce, but it's
Well,
not.
not everybody's
every time.
fancy like you, okay? I don't have enough time in the day to make my own barbecue sauce. I mean, I probably do. I'm just too lazy to do it.
I mean, it's not hard. It's a bit of grape jelly, ketchup, and some brown sugar.
You put grape jelly in yours?
Yeah.
That's probably actually how it's made. I have no idea.
It's a sweet. I make a sweet barbecue sauce.
Yeah, it's just like my Sweet Baby Ray's.
I used it one time to deep fry a turkey. I injected it. Oh my goodness, that's good turkey.
Turkey.
I know.
All
I'm thinking
right.
of honey turkey.
I think we need to get off the
Yeah.
subject of food. I have
Yeah,
not
that's
eaten
fair.
anything, and I am hungry. So I think we need to get off the topic of food.
Alright.
I think we need to transition this thing somewhere else.
What are we transitioning?
I don't know. Beaker, say something other than food.
I'm looking at food right now.
Oh my god.
I was
look, I
like
don't-
Neo
Said
the other day on
Sweet Baby
TikTok.
Ray's.
I
Said
don't.
the Sweet Baby Ray's, and I was like, bro, you don't understand. Like, I love Sweet Baby Ray's. Like, barbecue sauce is so sweet. And, you know, sometimes I put a little, spice to it.
Always
Well, they
love
got-
barbecue wings.
They got the Sweet Baby Ray's that has the spice to actually
The
sitting
spice,
on my
yeah.
bed right next to me.
Yeah,
Just to
I
show
can't.
you how fat I am.
You just. I was gonna say you just have barbecue sauce sitting next to you. No, why? Why?
Drink some. Drink.
All right, so let me
Chug.
tell you why. It's because
Chug it.
okay, first off, no. I like barbecue sauce.
Yes.
I don't like barbecue sauce that much. But no, I was using the barbecue sauce last night and I just never brought it back to the front. Put it back in the kitchen yet. But now that we've been sitting here talking about food this whole time, I went ahead and ordered some. That way, by the time we're done with this, it'll be here. Because Lord knows it's going to take 45 minutes for somebody to even pick the shit up.
Really?
That's my luck every single time.
Already, dude.
Every single time.
I don't remember what we were doing, but Travis and I were in the Discord the other day, and I was scrolling through TikTok. I don't remember what he was doing. I think he may have been playing Need for Speed or watching anime.
It's probably
And
watching anime.
Somehow I got on Food Talk, and I had like 8 videos in a row of just food recipes, and they got better and better over just every video. It was awesome.
Yeah, just over and over again. That's all he had was
Yeah.
nothing but food videos.
I learned what a Texas Twinkie is.
And look, okay, okay. So Ferno's laughing, and when Switch told me that, the first thing that popped in my head, and I don't know why, because okay, I'm gonna say that you know what a strawberry shortcake is, Ferno.
Mhm.
Like not the food.
Mhm.
Yes,
Oh,
no,
yeah.
yeah.
I wasn't even thinking about the food, but
All right, so not the food. When he said a Texas Twinkie, that kind of thing was the first thing that popped in my mind. I'm
really,
like, this dude's over here learning about
Talking about Febno.
some kind of sex position on TikTok now.
sex talk.
He was like,
Good.
no. He was like, no, it's food. And I'm like, well, that took a turn in the wrong direction fast.
So what you do is you take a jalapeno and you
Suck
cut
his
it
balls.
long ways, and then you take some pulled chicken with, I don't remember what kind of barbecue sauce it was, but you put the chicken in the jalapeno with the barbecue sauce. You close it
You
up,
dig a
put the other
hole,
half on, and then
and
you
then you
wrap it
start a
in bacon.
fire in the hole and put the thing in the hole with fire, so it cooks in the hole.
Ferno, what are you talking about?
What? How to cook it?
No,
Yeah, you put it in the hole.
no,
Yeah.
no.
Who's from Texas?
I think y'all are talking about two completely different things here.
A
Probably,
Texas
yeah.
Twinkie? The chicken and the bacon wrapped around it? That you cook underground in a
No.
hole?
Why?
No.
Okay, well, wait. Why on God's green earth would I go
Like
outside
people are
and
pissing you off.
no? Would I go outside and dig a hole to put chicken stuffed jalapenos in this hole when I could just put it in the oven?
Right?
Because the charcoal gets on the food.
Of course, they deep fried these.
I'm going with Switch's one better. He said deep fried. I like things that are deep fried. Oh, I ate fried pork chops and field peas for lunch today.
Can you believe these guys bigger?
He's in his own little world.
I'm not even.
He's looking at his own food.
We've all done talked ourselves into being hungry.
I'm
Yeah.
so. How do you think I feel?
Hey, at least you ate the pizza. I haven't eaten anything yet.
That's the only thing I've eaten today. The only thing that I've eaten today was that little ass pizza. I'm thinking about getting some Burger King. They got the spicy chicken fries back.
Please stop.
Order you some Burger King.
I had a
Damn.
tomato and cheese sandwich today for lunch.
All right, we need to get off the food topic.
Yeah, but you already talked about it.
Yeah. All right. Ferno, what else did you do while you was there in New York?
In New York? Oh. So, yeah. I went over to this, bodega, and I made them, like, call up some people, because I went up there, and I started signing sign language, like, acting like I was deaf.
No.
So, they had to call a motherfucker whose day was off, and the only motherfucker who works in no sign language. And he pulls up, and he starts citing, "How are you? And do you need something?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, bro, I'm good. I was just trying to get some bread." That motherfucker.
Bro, okay, so this is where you would have got hit. Okay? I mean, I would have, if they would have called me
He
on
looked
my
at me
day
and I was
off.
like, he just walked out.
If I would have came into work on my day off,
He said, look, Fredo said he looked at me and just like tried to do an expression like we could see.
I
You know
said,
what
I said, like, bro, came up to me. He was like, he didn't come up to me. He looked at me and was like, bro, and walked out.
we don't know what that
Bro, you
is.
know what it is, bro? Say bro.
Bro.
That face, that's literally what he did.
well, I didn't
But he
see
didn't
I
say
didn't
it.
see the face he made.
Well, then you did the face, Joe. Say bro.
Bro.
Like that. Neutral as fuck. And just walked out.
Why didn't you just say a neutral face? A blank expression. Expressionless.
Alright, guys, this is gonna be the end of the podcast.
You decide that.
I'm just saying. Yeah, you are not the leader of this, okay?
You don't get to decide that.
Did you go to New York as a family vacation, or was it school vacation, or what?
It was just me and my mom.
So a family vacation.
Your darkness
Technically,
swallows
yeah.
my son. Who decided that?
So I never got my bread.
Well, I guess not. I'd have told
I
you
wouldn't
to
have gave
get
bread
out.
either.
Oh, you'd have got your ass beat. I'd have took my shoe off and I'd have smacked you right upside the head with it.
I would have hired a mime to kick your butt.
But I was taller than him, so
You were taller than them?
yeah, he was a little small Mexican.
Yeah,
So?
and he'd have
Racist.
drop kicked you right in the shin.
My apartment was in little Dominican Republic. So I was like sitting
Oh,
around
those
with a whole bunch of
Yeah, those are you gotta understand. They can get dangerous.
I was
They
fixing to
could.
say one whistle, and they'd all jumped on you.
Right?
So,
You'd have got your ass beat by a pack of
with
chihuahuas.
love.
Did you get to go to
Dude.
Central Park?
that's the one he was talking about.
Oh, I missed it then.
Yeah.
I
Who
rode
was there?
scooters through it.
Did you fall?
Nope.
Damn it.
Pushed the kid though. Wasn't on purpose.
And who all did you see at that wax museum? Was it just Brad Pitt and Johnny Depp?
I saw Barack Obama, Donald Trump, Joe Biden, John F. Kennedy, Jimmy Kimmel,
I was fixing to say, is this all just
Spider-Man, Hulk.
presidents?
Jimmy Kimmel wasn't a president.
Yeah, I was fixing to say, is this all just presidents?
Somebody help this kid. Context clues, my guy. Context clues.
What are those? Oh, well, I didn't get to learn about those in school.
I understand.
Furno
Okay,
gets
you
to
let-
that
you let
lesson
him
next
race you
week.
on it. I understand. It's okay.
Not this dumb. It's just so late.
How was the flight? Did you fly?
The plane?
Yeah, he flew Spirit.
My
Like
favorite
4
he
people
flew on
died on the
boat version.
plane. You know, like a couple people got arrested.
Oh yeah.
Cool.
That's how you know he flew Spirit. Hey, the Spirit flight if a couple people don't get arrested.
I was fine with Southwest. It was
Yeah,
good.
I've
They
never
gave me
been on a
free hot
plane.
chocolate.
Free hot chocolate. All right, that was a good flight.
Yeah, I didn't get anything free on my. Not even water. I didn't get
Alright.
free water on my flight.
Did they charge you for your water?
Yeah,
They should
and they
have.
didn't take cash.
Wait, hold up. What?
Bro, who does it to
No,
you?
no. They
On my plane comes up to me and says, "Do you want water?" And I say yes. And it's like, "You need to pay for it." I'll be like, "All right, here's cash." And that bitch says debit. I'm slapping her.
Yeah,
That's
well,
what I
no.
wanted
The
to.
reason why they don't take cash is because they don't want like the flight attendants putting it in their pockets and stuff like that. And then they don't want to keep cash on a plane because you know how people are when it
Right.
comes to
Well,
money.
You figure they drop that off every stop
You would think.
or every returning stop or whatever. You know, what do you think they're gonna make? You know, $100,000 in a 2-hour flight with some drinks.
Hey,
Right?
look, it only got to be $5, and somebody would think about it.
Air marshals would just shoot them down for $5.
When it comes to flights,
Is that
they
a
try to
balloon?
do everything they can to try to keep from any situation happening. Doesn't always work.
They didn't. I went to. So I was coming back from Colorado, and I got to the airport, and it was like $20 to check my bag, and they didn't take cash there either. And I'm not a person who carries around any kind of plastic whatsoever. I'm a cash only.
Yeah, but you're like a separatist or some shit.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
That's the same with me. I don't use like I have a Cash App, and that's about it. I don't use bank cards anymore. Like
Yeah.
See, and
I
I'm
did when I
vice
was a
versa.
teenager to create like credit and stuff.
Right.
But other than that, like I don't have like I have a Best Buy credit card, but that's for like my PC and anything else, Which
See,
I'm surprised I got
and I'm
approved for
not.
because it's kind of hard to get one of them.
It really is.
Mm.
I got one,
I,
but I'm like the total opposite. See, because that's all I carry is plastic. I don't carry cash on me anymore. Too many shady motherfuckers around here.
I bum off on
Yeah.
my mom. She's got a
Yeah, fuck your
throwaway bank
bro.
account.
Hey,
Like,
you know what? I got something to bring them to light.
Well, I mean, I do too, but still, down here they're like packs of hyenas, man. They ain't never just one of them.
There ain't just one.
They ain't never just one. They like packs of hyenas. When they come up asking for money, it's like 6 of them,
Hey,
7,
I can
8.
feed them. I can feed them.
Oh, I can feed them too, but Crackhead strength is a thing, yeah.
I know.
Crackhead strength is a thing. 2 of them.
Yeah.
You'd be watching them carry like fridges on the back and stuff, washing machines.
Yeah, 2 of them, 9
washing
apiece
machines
might
on
do
the
it.
bicycles.
2
Pretty sure I can out crazy a crackhead.
No, you can't. Hey, look, but these crackheads right here, man, they good though, because if you can get one of them to be your friends, you have whatever you want. Whatever you want. They'll come up to you, ask you $5 if you friends with them. Be like, look, I need a flat screen TV. They'll get you a brand new
Nice.
flat screen TV. Don't ask them how they
Go
got
give
it.
me that PS5.
Don't ask them how they got it, but they'll come up with a brand new flat screen TV, and you give them your $5, and you carry on about your business. These crackheads right here, play with them.
Wonder what they do for the crack.
I don't. That's what the $5 is for.
I don't know, but I'm pretty sure they've always got a sore throat.
Hey.
Travis is like, just-
You sit there, you slide a $5 bill across the counter. How you doing?
Underneath,
Look,
put it
bro.
under the table.
I don't know if I told y'all this story. My mama used to work at a gas station.
You told us that already.
Okay, well I'm telling it to the podcast now. Calm down. I just didn't know if y'all heard it. So mama used to work at this gas station, and the place that it's at, it's known as Drug Alley. Right off of a main road too. Why is it? I mean, it's just that's what it's known as, Drug Alley. Used to have the Sugar Bowl Motel that charged by the hour.
Wait
Okay.
a minute. Wait a minute. Is this the one with the girl?
Yeah.
Yeah, you.
Yeah, let me finish my
Okay.
story. So when you come across we got the twin span bridges. One of them goes to the other side of town, to the west side. One of them comes from the west side to the east side. So you go over the bridge to go to the west side. Once you get over that bridge, is what they consider Drug Alley. So if you was to take a right off that bridge, you had the Sugar Bowl Motel. So like I said, they charged by the hour, and you had Bryson's, and then another gas station here, and then you went a little bit further, and you had the gas station on the left called Sarah's, which is where Mama worked at. So Mama worked at the deli in Sarah's. So I pulled up one day because I was gonna go run in there, get my mama to make me some food or whatever, get something to drink, sit there talk to my mama for a little bit. So I pulled up in the parking lot, and I think I was on the phone with somebody or whatever it was. I didn't get out my truck right away. So I go to get out my truck. This lady walks up behind me. Out of nowhere. I mean, when I say this lady appeared out of nowhere, I mean out of nowhere. She walks up. She's like, "Hey, can I have some money to get something to drink?" I was like, "Well, I can't give you no money to get something to drink." I said, "But I'm fixing to go in there, and I could just buy you something to drink. Because I'm not one to hand people money. Now, I've always been the type of person, if you come up to me and you ask for money for food, and I say, okay, I'll go buy you a Big Mac meal from McDonald's, and you turn me down, fuck you, carry on about your business." That's how I am. Well, no, it's not. I just got myself a Big Mac meal. That means you lied to me. Carry on.
No,
So
but
if
that's
I
what I'm
say-
saying. But now you just got yourself a Big Mac meal. You're
Yeah,
finally
because I'm
just-
gonna go buy my Big Mac meal and I'm gonna eat.
I was gonna buy myself one anyways.
Yeah. So
All right, move on from the food.
if I say that, yeah, right. So if I say that and you deny me, well, then I know that you lied to me. Carry on about your business. So when she came up to me, asked me for some money to get something to drink, I was like, "Look, I'm going in there anyways. I'm grabbing me something to drink. You go ahead, grab you something to drink. I'll pay for it. No big deal. So we're walking into this place, and she's like, because I parked on the other side of the parking lot, so wasn't a long walk, but it was long enough to hear more than what I wanted to. So she goes, "Don't worry." Now, keep in mind, this drink was like $1.25 because she got a fountain drink. She's like, "I'm gonna make this worth your while," and I'm like, "Yo, you need to back up." It's like, I'm just gonna buy you something to drink. Leave me alone. So I get in there, and that's what she's saying as we're walking through the door. She's like, "I'm gonna make this worth your while." And it's the second time she said, I'm like, "Okay, you need just go get your drink." So I walked to the cooler. I grabbed me a Red Bull. I'm up to the counter. She put her drink on the counter. I put mine on there. Paid for it. So I went and walked through the door to get to the deli part where Mama was at. So I walked up to the counter, and I'm looking at my mama, and this lady comes. She's standing right next to me. And now, by this point in time, now she's trying to flirt with me, like actually flirt with me. And my mama looks at this lady. She's like, "Hey, you know who that is?" She goes, "No." She goes, "That's my son. She's trying to flirt with my son." And look, I ain't never seen a crackhead turn around and walk out of a building so fast in my life. Oh, them people were scared of my mama. Mama didn't play that shit. Oh, they walked in there. That was probably the most respectful crackhead you'd see. Walk out of there, about as disrespectful as a mug. Walk in there, respectful. My mama walk outside, they'd all scatter. My mom was weird though. My mom would be like, "That's my pets." And I'm like, "Ma, don't say that." She's like, "Why?" I was like, "Just please don't say that." She's like, "That's my pets though." And I'm like, "Yeah, cut it out. That it's starting to sound like some kinky shit. You need to calm your nerves there." Then she works at the gas station now. It's the same thing. Every gas station she works at like that. That's just this whole area in general. But no, that's like one of the funniest moments. Hope it never happens again. Mama don't work there anymore, so I don't stop there. But
You
I just
talk
can't
about your mom calling you the pets, her pets,
yeah,
and embarrassing you. My grandma has decided, you know, those back massagers that you plug in and they go burr.
yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Oh, something else that goes bird.
Well, she has decided to start referring to those as just vibrators. So when she's talking out in public, "Oh, I got the vibrator on my back," and I'm like, "Oh, good lord."
Oh no!
I think I'm gonna go home and use my vibrator.
Yeah, that's, oh man.
Yeah, Grandma, I think I'm gonna sit next to you. We'll sit next to you. I'm gonna go home and use my vibrator. Yeah, Grandma, we can sit next to each other on the couch. Oh my God, could you imagine the people's thoughts at that point?
And she likes to do it in public.
She does it on
She
purpose.
likes using the vibrator in public?
No, she likes to talk about using her vibrator in public.
Oh.
Like, "Oh, my back hurts, I gotta use the vibrator when I get home."
Yeah, she does that
And
on purpose.
people look at her and like, "What the crap?" And I'm thinking, "Oh, Jesus."
That's meta. The vibrator.
They say you just go, "Yeah, Gam, it's past time." I might even help you with it.
Yeah, what are we watching today, Grammy?
Yeah, what are we gonna watch while you're using your vibrator, Graham?
And texting, good lord. It's like, I want to buy a vowel.
I want to buy a vowel.
So, she texted my mom one time when she was out. My mom was out and doing shopping. And instead of saying potatoes, she said, "Pick up the pot." So my mom naturally thinks that she's red flagged and gonna go to jail.
Red flagged? What?
Yeah, because back at that point, medical marijuana wasn't even legal. So she's got a message on her phone saying, "Bring back some pot."
Dude.
My family's just
She thinks that if she gets
They
a
need
text
help.
message on her phone with the word pot, that she's gonna get arrested.
because of the whole NSA leaking about.
Look, the
Oh, we're
NSA don't.
spying on you.
The NSA don't care about that kind of stuff. Now the NSA is spying on you, but we're not gonna get into that talk
Right.
this week. But they don't care.
Right.
Now, I mean, if you send a picture of like a pallet, about 3 foot high, full of nothing but bricks of cocaine or whatever, now they might care. They make money off of that stuff when they sell it.
Right.
You picking up a little dime bag or something, like, they don't give a shit.
Actually, they're reselling it because they confiscate it and then resell it.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Well, what they do is they wait for you to pick it up and drop the money off, and then they go ahead and they arrest you and the person you dropped the money off to, and then they go,
Right.
money. That goes into the bank account. Then they go,
Right.
drugs. Let's sell that. That goes in the bank account. That's
And
usually how
then
it goes.
then they wait for the other people to sell it again and rinse and repeat.
Yeah. Then they go, well, guess what? We're arresting you, taking your money. It's all one big system. It's all about money making.
Yeah.
Do you ever notice? Okay, look at all these actors and actresses and stuff like that. They get in all this trouble, or this, that, or whatever the case may be, but they always get away with it because their pockets are deep enough.
Yeah.
When it comes
The guy
down to
who played
money,
Iron Man.
Do y'all know
That
who
one dude
Matthew
from
Broderick is?
no.
Name me a movie
Godzilla.
where he's from.
I mean, I know who
Ferris Bueller's Day
Godzilla is.
Off.
Oh yeah.
War Games.
I'd look. I'm not gonna know.
Okay. Well, he's an older actor. He
Well,
got away with murder, quite literally. He was drinking and driving. I think he was drinking and driving. He was driving, and the circumstances weren't where he was supposed to be driving. I don't know if he was drinking or he was high or what. But he hit somebody, and the other driver died, which is technically murder.
Yeah, it's
But he got
vehicular
away with it.
manslaughter.
Yeah, he got away with it.
So I find it funny that that's the case. But okay, so
Murder was the case.
Alec Baldwin, huh?
Yeah,
You know about all that?
Yeah, he doesn't feel guilty at all.
Well, it wasn't really his fault. I
He
mean,
pulled the trigger.
but he didn't load the damn. Somebody had to load that damn gun.
All right. Prop weapon, real weapon, doesn't matter. When somebody hands you a weapon, weapon etiquette dictates a few things. Trigger safety. Don't ever have your finger on the trigger when you're holding the gun if you're not going to shoot. Always check if it's loaded.
Okay, but weren't they shooting a scene in which he was supposed to fire the gun?
Yeah, but he should have checked the weapon.
Okay,
That's not his
so
job.
there's
His
only
job is to
one
play the
problem with
role.
that. A blank looks just like a bullet.
Well,
If you don't know what you're
looking for, it was supposed to be a
looking
prop
for.
weapon anyway.
Yeah, but they fire blanks though. Prop weapons fire blanks.
Yeah, but they're made of something. They're a different weight.
No, from what I no.
No, they're replicas.
They're
complete
replicas.
replicas.
They're real.
They're the same way.
I mean,
It's
they're
not- it's not
100%
a
real.
bullet.
Like you could take my firearm
I wouldn't
and
show that on stream.
well, no, I'm not.
Well,
No.
no.
You can take my firearm, and if you put blanks in it, you hand it to somebody on a movie set, it becomes a prop because there's no difference.
Yeah,
The-
but it's
the
still a real
weapons-
weapon. The first
Yeah,
thing you do if someone hands you a weapon, whether it's a prop that shoots blanks, it fires one way or the other, you check to make sure it's loaded or unloaded.
Well, yeah. Well, that's the reason why
It
they
was
got him.
loaded with a blank.
But it was supposed to be loaded with blanks. So the person that should have got arrested was whoever was in charge of
But at the
the
same
props.
time,
But
that doesn't mean Baldwin would know how to handle and maintain a gun. That's why they hire professionals to do all that.
yeah,
He's just supposed to act the scene out. Yeah, he doesn't have. He shouldn't and have to.
He's just
Worry
there
about
for the
the-
face and
yeah.
the voice.
Yeah, he's not gonna. You know. So somebody had to have,
Well, it's the same thing with Brandon Lee on The Crow. Same thing happened with him. He got shot
Yeah.
from a prop weapon.
I mean, don't get me wrong. First off, it's something that, I mean, should never happen.
Right.
Because in no way, shape, or form should there be a real bullet loaded into a prop gun if it is being used as a prop on a show or a movie.
Right.
But, like Beaker said, professionals are brought in to handle all of this. That way, when it goes from whoever the prop handler's hands are to the actor's hands, it should be ready to go. That'd be almost like making the argument like, okay, you bring your vehicle into a mechanic shop for them to do a brake job, and then you take off down the road, and the brakes go out, and you kill somebody.
Well,
And
that's
then they
actually a
go,
bit different.
well, no, because at the same time you're supposed to check your own vehicle before you leave. Well, before you get on the road, you're supposed to do an inspection of your vehicle. They can still get you for vehicular manslaughter for that.
Yeah.
You know how stupid that is? They can still arrest you for vehicular manslaughter if you bring your vehicle to a mechanic shop and they do work on it and the mechanic shop fails to do the right thing.
Yeah, but when it comes to brakes, the mechanic is charged as well.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying though. Not saying that, I'm not saying Alec Baldwin should have necessarily walked away from it scot-free, but at the
Right.
same time, because I mean it is manslaughter, it's an accident.
Yeah.
But they charged him with first-degree manslaughter.
I don't think he should have been charged with anything, really. But the only issue I have with it is that he has no guilt whatsoever.
Yeah, well, see, now that is one thing that, I mean, he should show some guilt, but at the same time, I mean, if he doesn't feel guilty about it, he doesn't feel guilty about it. I mean, it wasn't technically his fault. He should be upset about it, maybe not necessarily guilty.
Right.
You show guilt because you're guilty of something. You show regret based on an action or something that took place that, could have been an accident or maybe it was on purpose.
You're not always guilty when you show guilt, though.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying, though. I mean, if he may not show guilt, but he may still regret it.
There's survivor's guilt. He should at least feel that,
Yeah. Well, yeah, because
Like
vice versa, it could have been in the other hand.
Right? The guy who shot Brandon Lee, took him years to get over it.
Oh, yeah.
He's still not technically fully over it. It still haunts him, but he's functional now.
I mean, people that say a cop, for
That's
example.
just based on the person's personality, to be honest with you.
Yeah, well, that's what I was going to say. Say a cop, for example. A cop could go out there. You hear these stories about people going out, these cops going out there, and they have to draw their weapon and fire on somebody. Now, they get into this job knowing what the
Right.
possibilities are. And they have to fire their weapon to protect themselves or somebody else or whatever the case may be. And there's been plenty of times where they've resigned from the force because they couldn't handle it.
Right.
And then there's some people that they'll do it and I mean, of course, you got to go through your normal, psychological
Counseling, everything,
evaluation and
Yeah,
stuff
I
like
was gonna
that.
say every time they fire your weapon, you have to go through psychological evaluation.
Yeah, even
Okay.
even if you're not the one that shot the person, like if you're in a shootout or something like that, everybody that was involved in that shootout has to go through a psychological evaluation.
Right. I don't know if I could be a cop because you have to fill out paperwork even for every bullet, even if it's just the shooting range.
Because
Yeah,
they
no,
have
I'm
to
good.
keep track of every last. You have to fill out paperwork if you draw your weapon.
Yeah, that's too much paperwork for me.
As a patrol
So-
officer, I know you have to. Like if you're a detective and stuff like that, I don't know if you have to. Now, years ago, I don't know if it's still like this. Now, we had did a thing with some police officers or something like that through the school, and it used to be that every time you drew your weapon, it's basically like you know how the body cams will automatically send alerts
Oh, yeah.
and constantly upload and stuff like that. Well, with
Right.
the service weapon, it was the same thing. When you would draw your weapon, it would break or make contact or it was something, break contact, whatever it was, and it would actually send a message, or not a message, but like it would keep
It
track of
would
every
log it,
time.
yeah.
Log every time you pulled your service weapon.
Hmm.
I don't know if it's still like that, but I know a few years ago when I was in school, it was like that from talking to one of the police officers.
That's actually pretty cool.
Yeah, I don't know if it's still like that, or it may not be. So don't, I think the tasers are still like that.
Yeah,
But
I
I
don't
don't know
know,
if the
but I
service
know you
weapons
still got to
are.
do paperwork for using a taser.
Yeah.
I had a snake one time. I was living in an apartment complex, and my neighbors actually called the cops on the snake, which is funny.
Your snake got
And
loose, huh?
no, it wasn't mine. It was we
Oh, there
lived
was just
close
a
to
snake.
a
Yeah, they was just trying to get
uh,
the snake out. Yeah.
so they took it to the street, ran it over, or half of the body over, then shot it with a taser.
Taser snake. See, the only reason why I know there's still with the log thing for the taser is because my brother is an idiot. My oldest brother. I love him to death. He was telling me a story. He had a buddy of his that was a cop that he tried to get him to tase him, and he wouldn't do it because he would have had to log it.
Yeah.
He just wanted to get shot with a taser, see what it felt like.
Now, the ones that you do shoot, like that have the prongs, that they have to log those, but they can take that attachment off and still use the taser.
They still
without
no.
having to
They
log
still
that, as far
gotta.
as I know.
They still gotta log it. If they
Yeah.
if they draw it, the second they hit that trigger, they have to log it.
Huh.
Yeah,
I thought they
anything
only
that
had
they do,
to
even
log the
if
projectile.
even their mace, like if they take their mace out and they
Yeah.
pepper spray somebody, they have to log all that too.
In Louisiana, to carry mace, do you have to be sprayed by it first?
No,
Here in Oklahoma,
you don't
do.
even have to register that you have it, or a taser
Oh.
either.
You
In
walk around with
Oklahoma,
it as a keychain here, and just
Yeah, it's the same way here.
in Oklahoma, to legally walk around with mace or a taser, you have to go through it.
Yeah, it's the same thing with the police thing. See, now the only time that you got to go through the thing with the
only way you can walk
taser,
around with a gun
I can go
is
buy
if you
some
go
at
through
Walmart
a
right now.
yeah, you gotta go through a background check for a gun, but that's about
Yeah.
it.
Depends on what gun it is.
Look, it's harder, and it's harder to get a job in most situations than it is to get a gun.
No, I
True.
wouldn't say all that.
You
Not
can
over
have
here,
a
at
gun
least.
mailed to you.
I'm saying, like, yeah, that's what. Look, I'm saying because one of the requirements is like your mental health, or like, do you abuse drugs, or whatever the case. They ask you questions, so all you have to just say no and okay, and they run a background, and as long as nothing really shows, they hand you a gun.
Yeah,
Well,
it only
Eh,
becomes fucked up if you put no for the mental or the drug thing, and it comes back that you got drug charges and you've spent time in a.
yeah, but that's what I'm saying. But like, you go and do a job application, and they're like, "Oh, I'm gonna need you to go take a mandatory drug test,"
There's a loophole.
and and
You,
then
you can get a 45 revolver without having to do any of that. With just two simple things.
What's that?
You buy a cap and ball revolver, chambered in 45, and then you buy a cartridge conversion. The only issue is you need to use black powder instead of gunpowder because of the combustion pressure.
All right.
But
Well,
it's
I don't know
the
about in
same
Oklahoma,
thing.
but in the state of Louisiana, you still got to register
No,
anything.
that's U.S. wide because you don't have to register a cap and ball because in most states it's not considered a firearm. It is in Oklahoma, but you still don't need a background check to get a cap and ball.
Okay. Depends on if you're buying it from in-state or out-of-state, though. Because
Don't know about that.
if you're buying it in-state, if you go to a gun shop and they've got a cap and ball, you
No,
still have to go through a background check.
you-
That's the
they-
only thing you're required is a background check.
Not if you're having it mailed to you, which there's places in state like what's it called? It's not Sonora Desert Institute. That's where you learn how to make the guns. There's an auction place online
Yeah, see, that's different if you're buying something off of auction because they register all of those as antiques.
Right.
So they're actually not even supposed to be fired.
You could also go to Cabela's and get a replica, a shootable replica of a 1857 Navy or a Army or whatever.
Yeah, but you still got to go through a background check for that. The only reason why you got to go through a background check is because legally, anybody who sells firearms cannot sell any kind of firearm without running a background check first. But that's only
Not a firearm.
because, well, it's still considered a firearm. Now, it's not in the. It's hard to explain. So in the ATF's eyes, it's not considered a firearm, but in the state eyes, it is. That's why I said it depends on the state.
Right.
So, like here in the state of Louisiana, if I was to go to Cabela's and I was to buy buy one, I would still have to go through a background check because in order for them to legally sell it to me in the state of Louisiana, I still have to go through a background check, and that's it. That's all I got to go through. But I still would have to. I wouldn't have to register it like I would a regular handgun or anything like that. But I would still have to go through a background check.
That's crazy. I could just go to my local 99-cent store.
Yeah, but you live in like School Shooter Central, so that's normal.
Sometimes they come with a little keychain you can put your keys on.
So you really buying the keychain? You just get the firearm for free.
Right.
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah.
And they add in a second
You
one
get that.
for free.
You can get
You,
that shit
call
straight
this
out the
number in
gumball
next
machine.
hour.
Yeah, you get that shit straight out the gumball machine, huh?
Yeah, 50 cents per Glock.
Yeah, I wish they was
Shit
that
got
cheap. You know how many?
crazy these days.
This whole wall back here would be full of nothing but Glocks if they were 50 cent a Glock. Them suckers ain't even 50 cent a round.
Watching Brandon Herrera on YouTube the other day,
Mm-hmm.
and he spent $87 on one 50 caliber round.
Yeah, them things are expensive. And you know the screwed up part about it is there's rounds that cost more than that.
God, dude.
Like there's like specialty rounds.
Yeah.
Like I mean, because
Yeah,
a
there's
50
like-
cal is not considered a specialty round anymore. Like
Right.
There's like this round that's like 4 inches long.
BMG.
It's so big. Like 4 inches, you do not want that going in your body.
depends on who you're
4
talking
inches
to.
is crazy.
Hey, bro,
Not what he said.
Honestly.
I'm just saying, 4 inches is a lot when it comes to a bullet. So I mean,
4 inches is the new
I can
6
give you a
inches?
bullet.
yeah, 4 inches is like the new 10 inches. Going that fast, 4 inches do a lot of damage. But no, like, so I mean, so 50 BMG is still, as far as a rifle round, sniper round, whatever you want to consider it, is still the biggest round or one of the biggest rounds. But I mean, there's other rounds like special, like that are specialty. You remember? Okay, so you remember that video? I think me and you was watching a Switch with Demolition Ranch, that rifle that he had got, where he was shooting the
What was that?
that piece of brass or whatever it was.
Yeah.
The big brass cube. You know the round for that gun actually costs more than a 50 BMG does?
Wow.
Only by like a couple dollars, but it still costs, and there's more that still costs more than that. There's, if you really break it down and start looking at it, the amount of rounds that there are and different calibers, it's ridiculous.
Right?
That's why, yeah, America. I know a lot of people don't like that. I love it.
120 guns for every 100 people
Yeah.
here in America.
Look, those numbers are right too. We like 'em.
Right.
We like it like that. A lot of people
This-
don't like it like that, but we like it like that.
I still want a couple. It's got to be a twin set of 1857 Navies. I want them calibered in 38.
There's some fancy guns that you spend a lot of money on.
They're only about $300 a piece.
That's a lot of money on some guns that might fall apart.
Nah, it
Yeah.
wouldn't fall apart. Well, I
Hey,
figured
they
out,
might.
we were talking about it the other day, and I couldn't remember the names of the cloning places. It's Uberti and Pieta. They're both in Italy.
Yeah, whatever he said. I'm not even gonna try to repeat that. But no, like, I guess $300 a piece for those probably wouldn't be too bad, especially considering like some older guns that really go for some money, like old Colts and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, those are starting out at like 600.
Nice.
And those
That's
are
for the
for
replicas.
basic replica, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, those are for replicas. If you got an original one, especially one that still fires,
Right.
oh man, the
I
price of
think
them things.
Hickok 45's got one that still fires. Or a
Yeah.
couple actually.
There's
That's
not a
big
whole
break.
lot of them that are left out there that still fires, but when you get your hands on one, you better expect to spend some money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Wild Bill Hickok used to dual wield the navies.
But I think we're gonna go ahead and call it right here.
Good thing because it's starting to rain really heavy here.
Yeah. So
Yeah, everything's gonna start closing here for me to get some food.
yeah. So
has not been able to keep his eyes open this whole.
yeah, Ferno's been falling asleep over there this whole time. Like he
I've been
actually goes to bed
staring-
this early.
I've been falling asleep staring at Baker
But
for 30 minutes.
I've been falling asleep just staring off into nothing. I was thinking
Yeah.
about food the entire time since we started talking about it. I was
Dude,
like, man,
First, I was like, wings, honey barbecue wings.
And
Got
before
stuck
we
at Baker,
end-
and I was like, oh my god.
everything
Get out of there.
closes by like 11, latest 12 o'clock. So I was like, man,
yeah,
Before
we
we
we're
end-
getting,
Get here got like here like 30 minutes ago too.
yeah. What's
Yeah.
that,
Before we
Switch?
end, I want to poll our audience on how many people know schools that start at 4 a.m.
Yeah, how many people know schools that start at 4 a.m.? Y'all go ahead, and if y'all watching this in the YouTube videos, drop that in the comment at the end of the day. Because Ferno says he's got to be up at 4 a.m. to go to school. So I want y'all to put it down in the comments how many of y'all go to school that it starts at 4 a.m.
Okay, my school
as far
doesn't
as-
start at 4 p.m., but
Okay,
I wake
5
up
a.m.,
and take
okay?
an hour-long shower.
But so the quote for this week comes actually from a movie. Have you ever watched the movie The Perks of Being a Wallflower?
I did.
No.
You did? Okay, Beaker, have you watched it?
mm,
It came out in
I'm terrible at memory.
2012. So I never watched this movie before, but I watched it the other day. Really, really, really good movie. Would definitely suggest watching it. Scott, I don't remember what his name is. It's the kid that plays in Percy Jackson, and it's got like Emma Watson, Paul Rudd. They're all in it. Well, Paul Rudd's character, he's a teacher named Mr. Anderson. He said something in the movie that I don't know, bro. It kind of hit me, man, because it's
You okay?
true. What?
It hurt you?
A little bit, emotionally, a little bit. But he said in the movie, he said, you know, the main character had a crush on Emma Watson's character, or whatever. I don't remember what her name was. Sam, that's her name. But she was crushing on another dude or whatever, and he had asked his teacher, for some advice. And the advice is why did, people fall in love with the people they shouldn't be with. And when he asked the teacher that, the teacher said, we accept the love that we think we deserve. And that kind of hit home a little bit because, I think that resonates with a lot of people, actually.
Yeah.
So when he said that, because I'm not going to go into too much detail. If you know what I'm talking about, then you know what I'm talking about. But that's what he said. He said, we accept the love we think we deserve. And on that note, we're going to go ahead and call it a night. We'll see y'all next week. Love y'all. Y'all have a good, week until we see y'all again. Switch.
Pasta lasagna, and don't forget, don't get any on you.
We'll get there. We'll get there. Beaker.
It's been 2 weeks, man.
Switch is a little screwed up, but it's all good. Beaker.
Yeah.
Adios, mi amigos.
Ferno.
Stay hydrated.
All right. Love y'all. Y'all have a good night.